Hello everybody, Tommy here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy II. In the last video, we watched as people helplessly got sucked up by a giant cyclone that was created by the Emperor. That's unfortunate. I guess we didn't really watch them, but that's what happened. And now, what we need to do is find a way up into that cyclone so that we can put a stop to it. So, in fact, we ourselves want to get sucked up into this thing. Okay, the Cyclone right now is on the outskirts of Fynn. We just got our Ultima spell and Flare. I did a little bit of grinding. Well, I did a lot of bit of grinding actually to get here. So I have Flare at level 8. Ultima is at level 7. The unfortunate thing about Ultima is it is a little bit disappointing in damage because my magic and spirit are rather low on Firion. Well, the spirit's not too bad actually. But if you compare to Maria, where her magic is 11 higher, her intelligence is freakishly high. So Flare is actually doing a lot of damage right now, where Ultima is a little bit underwhelming. But whatever, let's see if we can maybe level that kind of stuff up a little bit more as we play through. So what we're going to do is, in one of my previous videos, we planted an egg in a spring called the Recovery Spring. It's probably been long enough by now, so we're going to pull that egg through a portal that is in Fynn Castle. We're going to use this pendant right here to do that. Because apparently long ago it was a common thing for the Kingdom of Fynn to pull wyverns through this mirror in order to fight bad guys or oncoming threats or whatever it might be. So Diced and the Kingdom of Fynn were at one point buddies. They were at one point friends. The mirror absorbs the light emitted by the pendant. Let's play the darn game already. So there's our egg. It actually hasn't even hatched yet, so this is going to be a baby. We're going to hatch a baby, a child. A baby child, if you will. The image of a young wyvern shimmers in the mirror. The last wyvern egg has finally hatched, and the wyvern is speeding towards Fynn. Okay, excuse me. Pardon me, folks. I thought that it came through the mirror. I was under the impression that it would come through the mirror. But no, it did not. That's fine. Apparently this one baby wyvern is going to carry all four of us on its back into a cyclone, into a tornado, if you will. Wyvern and Dragoon are together once more. Rickard, you better not mess this up, man. You better not get this one killed like you did your last one. That wasn't really his fault. That was mean to say. I apologize to everybody watching this. That was not very nice or fair to say. What just happened? Hello? You're supposed to take me with you? Oh, there it is. Okay. It's just flying around waiting for me, I guess. Okay, so it's getting pretty bad. And here in a minute you guys will see what this actually is. This is not like an actual cyclone. I mean, it is, but it's a dungeon. See, we're inside the cyclone. This is Cyclone, the first floor of the cyclone, if you will. And let's check out some of the enemies that are here. These are already nothing that I haven't faced before. These are literally in the Mycetian Tower. Might as well showcase some of that Ultima magic for you. It's very cool, very big, very flashy. Flare is also meaner than my Blizzard 9, that's for sure, even though it's not quite level 9 yet. But as you can see, it doesn't really do much damage. Firion is better off just swinging his swords like a regular person. Here's some more bad guys. Let's just kind of do that same thing here. I could just probably skip these. So it's slow going, but Firion's spirit does go up a little bit. His magic will even rarely go up from time to time. You just got to use the heck out of these spells. That's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and take the first door. I'm going to show you guys how to get through this cyclone here. That's not very helpful. Let's see, we got a treasure chest up here. Let's scoop that up, if you will. I think I cut myself off while I was talking. And inside is a ripper, which I think is a knife. A dagger? Yeah, it's a dagger. It So it says that it's a knife with a razor sharp edge that attacks multiple times. If you are into knives and you are using knives in your playthrough, that's going to be super sick. You're probably going to love that. I'm going to take encounters off because there's nothing really new here, I don't think. Let's continue this way. And we're going to find like this electrified floor. You know, this kind of reminds me of the floating fortress that we see in Final Fantasy 1, right? We got a poison axe in here. An axe with a poison dipped blade. If you're into axes, that's probably going to be super sweet. And the reason why it reminds me of that is because, one, like this is a cyclone, right? But obviously there's some sort of a floating, flying fortress at the center of it. That would be my take. And there is some kind of futuristic things in here, like an electrified floor to zap us. Let's go this way this time. Go ahead into this door. And what do we got? We got some like horror crescendos. This music isn't anything new, but let's take a look here. Yeah, this particular floor looks like it's just about treasure chests, so let's scoop those up as well. Whoops. Diamond gloves. Do I have a pair of those already, I wonder? No, that's my first pair of those. As you can see, they're not that great. Defense goes up a little bit, and that's going to be really important. Guy gets hurt really bad. Like it's a good thing that he has as much HP as he does, because oh my gosh, he takes some damage. This boy takes some damage. This might be worth it actually to put on him. Even though, as far as damage goes, he out-damages Furion and Maria combined. His punches are so wildly powerful, it makes me sick to my stomach. It makes me wonder, I've never done this before, right? But it makes me wonder what a party would look like if you just had all monks. Screw magic, screw trying to level that up, none of that stuff. Just have everybody with bare fists just punching away, just punching their faces off. A couple treasure boxes there, but also another staircase. Let's head into this one and see. I think this one... Ooh, they're going to have multiple ways for us to go and multiple things for us to figure out. Huh. See, 99.9% of the time... Actually, I think 100% of the time, one of these routes is going to lead to a dead end, right? We just want to know which one it's going to be. Now that I'm up a little bit higher on the floors, that's a defender. What is that? That's a sword. That's a sword. Of course it's a sword. That is a good sword. A sword made for defense. It doesn't seem to raise my defense at all. But something tells me that Furion's probably going to hit pretty hard now. Okay, so I was going to take encounters off, but there's already some enemies in here. There's some generals here. Let's see if we can level up our spells on these guys, perhaps. And our HP and MP and everything like that is right where it probably should be for the end of the game. That's basically where we are at this point. We should be finishing it. We might be able to finish this game up in this very video, in this very episode, as a matter of fact. I guess it kind of depends on how fast I can get through this. He didn't punch that guy very hard, but Flare will blow right through his armor. Looks like Ultima leveled up. That's pretty good. We're going to get a suit of diamond armor, which has got to be better than this ice armor, right? Yes, it is. A little bit heavier, but it's resistant to lightning instead of ice, so that's cool too. We're just going to zap ourselves to get through here. And we're going to come upon these doors. Let's check these out. Let's see what kind of enemies we can come across in these doors here. Ooh, some Lamias. Not a Lamia queen, but some Lamias all the same. Let's let them have it. Hopefully I don't get confused, because if Guy punches one of my guys, it is devastating. Ultima does look cool. See, there's that charm right there. That's what you want to avoid. And that poor captain probably regrets his entire life after getting punched that hard. Not too much to the... We've got suit of golden armor. I don't think that's better than diamond, though, is it? No, that's like way down here. Gold cuirass. Yeah, I already have 3 suits of that, so nothing new there. Getting one more encounter here. Okay, I don't think these are anything new. Ow. Everything wants to confuse us and make us just kill each other. I mean, it's a pretty strong and solid tactic, but oh my gosh, look at Furion just ripping away at my team. Anything could happen. Okay, no big deal there. No harm, no foul there. I planned accordingly and went to an item shop, bought loads of items and things like that, so we should be pretty good there. Let's check out the rest of these rooms. So far, there's 2 down and no treasure or nothing. There's 3 down, no treasure or nothing. Let's try this 4th door. Not a thing. Not a thing, boys. Boys and girls, let's go ahead and go back the way that we were going to go then. Let's zap ourselves to get back. But you do want to go this way first, so that's the first staircase right there. If you are looking to get all the treasure in this dungeon, you'll want to take that first staircase first, and then come on the second one, and that'll bring you to this room. Same room, I guess. It's just I'm on the outside. I'm on the outer wall. I wonder if any of these are hidden doorways, hidden walls, if you will. I'm just kind of curious to see. Maybe this one on this side. No, that would have been fun. That would have been fun. No such luck. No such fun for me. Okay, let's find out what's in this treasure box. It's some more monsters. Oh, it's a green dragon. It's a green dragon. Oh, don't mind if I do. Let's partake in some magic blasting. Let's partake in one of Maria's flares. Also, a blizzard would probably do more damage to this guy, I think. He does hit pretty hard. Let's try a blizzard and see if maybe Furion could swing some sword. No swords. No lances. That's not going to help you. Blizzard, not too bad. Punching, meh. Gosh, this guy really hits hard. I think Flare does about the same amount of damage though, doesn't it? Come on, Dragoon. Have your Wyvern help us, maybe. Okay. He didn't actually poison me, but he could have. He could have poisoned me. Let's just keep at it. He should be almost dead, right? There it is. Okay, got some minor stats there. Got something called a wind flute. Let me tell you what that does. It's a flute that summons a cyclone. A cyclone like the one we're in? Because we're in a cyclone, see? Cyclone 7th floor. I don't know, those kind of items I've never really used before. So she just got her cure, leveled up to level 9. Doing very good. Anything over here that I need to worry about? No secrets, no... nothing. Okay, great. We're just going to keep going. And there's the Emperor right there. Sitting on a throne in the Cyclone. He's got to have a throne wherever he goes, right? We're about to learn some things about him, I think. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Let's jump right into this. So, I can't remember what voice I did for him. I'm sorry, guys. So, you've revived the Wyverns, and now, here you are. Yet, you are but insects, unworthy of even being crushed under my foot. Okay, so you're gonna summon your holy guard, your royal guard, excuse me. We also still have this kind of stuff too, so... Ultima! That's actually looking pretty cool. Okay, these guys aren't that much. These guys aren't that great. That Gee's probably gonna... Oh yeah, there's a fat crit. Yeah, they're dead. Okay, so what were you saying about how we're not worthy and all that kind of stuff? What were you saying about that, Mr. Emperor, sir? So, you've some skill after all. Let us see how you manage against this. It's like the same guys. It's like you're just sending stormtroopers at me. And we're Jedis. I mean, we're just gonna probably have the same outcome. I'm just gonna fast forward through this a little bit. Boom. Maybe in one of my playthroughs of this, I'll have to make Maria a white mage, and she can just white mage it up the whole time and show us how that spell is supposed to be used. Quite extraordinary. Really. It would appear I've sorely underestimated you. You should consider that I am about to do you a great honor. I shall kill you personally. Let's see it. Bring it. Bring it. So he looks like that. He kind of looks a little bit like... He kind of looks a little bit like a cross between Kafka and David Bowie. So this big giant rock guy is kind of new, huh? Let's maybe put up a wall. You're going to give... Where's my Berserk? Berserk is still level 4. We can go ahead and do one of those, huh? Okay, let's see how this goes. Big boss fight against the big man. The Emperor Big Man. And they don't really hit very hard. Oh, he knocked Rickard clean out. He put him to sleep with that punch. Let's see. We want to probably give haste to you. Rickard can just... Rickard. He can just take a little nap right now. That's fine. Guy's going to go on a rampage. We are poisoned. Oh. Oh, you like that spell, do you? Okay. I think I have a high enough level of Asuna to where I can just get rid of all that kind of nonsense. Yeah, there we go. Asuna level 5. It is not high enough level to cure stone, so if you do get petrified, well, just don't get petrified. Or bring some gold needles or something, because that's not going to be high enough to do anything. Here comes another Ultima. Should probably be swinging with his swords. They're going to do more damage, but... I kind of want to level that up, though, you know what I mean? Guy takes no prisoners. Okay, now this is kind of anticlimactic, right? We were kind of hoping that the Emperor would put up more of a fight or blow us away with some cool magic or something like that. And instead, his plan is actually more crazy than that, okay? No! I will not die! He does actually die. He's dead. We killed him. We did it. We killed the Emperor. I don't know what's happening to the Cyclone. I don't know if it's falling or what. It's over. We should get back to Fen. They'll be waiting. See? It's all good. Through your efforts, we've finally defeated the Emperor. Thank you. The world was shrouded in darkness, but now the light of peace shines once more. Firion, Maria, Guy, Ricard, what more could we ask of you? The tales of your bravery will be handed down for generations. Now, let us celebrate. Many have come hoping to catch a glimpse of the heroes who brought down the Emperor. I wouldn't want to disappoint them. Well, they're... Alright, let's not spoil it. Let's just enjoy this moment, okay? Firion and Maria are dancing. Firion, you have no chance, sir. Alright, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they actually end up together. Maybe they have children together. Could be. I don't know. I'd have to play some later Final Fantasies. Maybe Final Fantasy 3 or 4, which this game seems to be greatly connected to Final Fantasy 4 in many ways. A lot of similarities. My ladies, my lords, the Dark Knight Leon has declared himself the Emperor. That was a lot of different accents there. Let me pull myself together here. He's reorganized the Palamecian Empire. He'll send troops. He'll slaughter us all. Ugh. He brought us that news with his dying breath. It can't be. Leon. That's not Gordon's voice. Gordon's voice isn't that deep. Okay, so now that we've learned about that, the Dark Knight went and claimed the throne for himself. The Dark Knight went and claimed the throne for himself. Alright, that's bad. I gotta practice my Mr. Krabs. I was practicing it a little bit earlier, but I clearly need more. There's nothing you could really talk to about with Layla, but let's talk to Hilda. Leon? The Dark Knight? But I thought he was your friend, your brother. I'll go to him. I'll make him understand. He must be under the spell of the Emperor. I know it. If he's ascended the Emperor's throne, there's only one place he can be. Palamecia. Okay, let's learn about that word and ask her about that. Castle Palamecia is a fortress situated high in the mountains. It cannot be approached on foot. Well, it's a good thing I have a wyvern. Right? It's a good thing we have a wyvern. I can't ask her about anything else. We've learned everything that we can. Key items. I actually have a wyvern in my key items. Do you guys see that? He's actually in my pocket with my pendant and my snowcraft. Hold on, because I kind of want to take a look at that. You can learn a lot by reading the description of your items in the key item section. The last wyvern also deals fire damage. Really? What? Really? Can I use this like a summon or something? I didn't know about that. I'll have to check that out. You guys are probably going to be excited to see that. Leon, the Dark Knight. Do you really think you can fight Maria's brother? This is our battle. You have to let us finish it. I had a feeling you'd say that. Just make sure you come back. It's an impregnable fortress. Luckily, Paul doesn't know the meaning of the word. I've heard him bragging about breaking in. Leave it to Paul. Like I said, I think I said in one of my earlier videos, it would have been sweet had Paul been one of the party members that joined you in this game. He seems so nice and cool and resourceful. He always seems to know what to do. He can break into anything. I know you guys don't need to say the same thing every time. Wait a minute, sir. What are you talking about, okay? Your job is to stand guard and pretend to be a mage or something like that. A knight, maybe? I don't know. You're not even wearing armor. I will not rest until peace is restored to this world. You can sit here and rest in your big fancy castle, okay? I'm gonna go do what needs to be done, though. The Imperial forces couldn't have time to regroup yet. If anyone could go marching into Palamecia, it's you. Find a way to defeat the Dark Knight and bring us true peace. Defeat the Dark Knight and crush the Palamecian Empire. Unseating the Dark Knight should get rid of the monsters wreaking havoc on the world. I don't think that will, actually. Getting into Castle Palamecia. How are you going to do that exactly? Castle Palamecia lies at the heart of the Empire's territory, surrounded by mountains. It won't be easy to get to. Yeah, I think I know the place. Okay, so Paul, right? Paul's got to be here in Finn somewhere. Doesn't he have a house? Isn't that... I think it's this house, actually. Isn't this Paul's house? Oh, Sid's here, too. Okay. Just when we get the Emperor out of our hair, the Dark Knight has to go and louse things up again. Okay, you don't have anything else to say? Alright, let's talk to Sid. That Cyclone really did a number on me back in Paloom. Ugh, my body isn't taken too kindly to the idea of moving around. Sid, are you okay? Sid, okay? I'm a mess, is what I am. But my airship made it through without a scratch. I want to lend it to you. That's lend, you hear? I'll be wanting her back. You take good care of her. Sid? Sid, no! Hold on! Sid! He's really dying. Oh wow, Sid, no. Paul, I need you. That was Sid's dying wish, you know. He knew he was dying, but he was ready. He planned on giving you the airship when his time came. He loved that ship with all his heart, and he entrusted it to you. Think about that. You're right, Paul. That is something to think about. He could have given that ship to anybody. He could have given that to his crewmates. He could have given that to Hilda and Gordon. He gave it specifically to me. That time I snuck into the castle, I used a kite to land on the roof. The only way in is from above, from the sky. If there was ever a time to use Sid's final gift to you, I'd say this was it, wouldn't you? You're right, Paul. Paul, you're right. You're not wrong. Okay, I'm going to rest up at the inn really quick, and we'll go check out our new airship. It's been the whole darn game, and we finally get to have an airship. Okay, we'll talk to some of these town folk real quick for additional dialogue. Is there peace yet? No, not yet. Has the Dark Knight really claimed the throne of the Emperor? Yeah, I guess anybody could. I guess anybody could, right? There's not really anybody in town. If you talk to this kid before you take down the Cyclone, he'll tell you that everybody's dead. Everybody got sucked up by the Cyclone. You know what I mean? So the people that were inside are okay, but anybody outside, they gone. Here's his airship. Is it gonna come to me or no? Okay, wow. It makes me walk all the way to it. Well, I'm gonna walk to it, and I'll see you guys there. Right then, this is the airship. You cannot land it in water. You cannot land it on a forest. You can, however, land it on the plains, and that's about it. What do we do with the airship now that we have it? It would be fun, you know, if I could tell you about all these great hidden places that you can go. It would be fun if I can show you all these hidden bosses and hidden treasures, and let's go get Knights of the Round, and let's go get... But you know what? There's, to my knowledge anyway, there's nothing else really that you can do. I'm going to kind of scan the world map really quick just to make sure I'm not full of hot garbage, and I'll meet you guys back at the at Palamecia. We're going to head straight for the castle. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about really quick while I'm flying around the world is what the heck happened to the Cyclone? I guess it just kind of crashed, landed, and broke into a million pieces. Just kind of fizzled out. It seemed like a really great piece of technology, like a flying fortress that can suck up things like that. Also, if he had that Cyclone all along, what the heck was the point of the Dreadnought? How did he get that Cyclone? That Cyclone seemed way worse than the Dreadnought could ever be. Why didn't he just lead with that? All these questions and more will be answered one day. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm going to answer them, but one day. Anyway, an exclamation mark will pop up overhead when you get here. Give me just a second. Let me take a look around real quick. Another thing too that I wanted to talk about really quick was this chocobo forest. It seems to be the only chocobo forest in the entire world. There are no other chocobo forests on any other continent. So that is something to think about. I kind of want to stop here and talk to Kane real quick. Let me do that. Okay, so he gets some dialogue if you bring Rickard here. Rickard? Are you really a dragoon? I am, the last dragoon. Your father was a good friend. I plan to get revenge enough for him and everyone else. Once the Emperor is dead, I'll be back. But he is dead. I guess I was supposed to come here before the Emperor actually died. And once I am, I'll raise you. I'll raise you to be a fine dragoon. Okay, I guess. All I know is I want you to get that Emperor. Okay. So that's something to keep in mind. I believe this child to be Kane from Final Fantasy IV. Some way, somehow, this is him. That's my belief. Alright, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's okay too. But that's what I very strongly believe in after playing these games for as many years as I have. And Rickard, I can't seem to pronounce his name correctly. Rickard. He is not Kane's father. He is not the father. Okay. Kane's father was another man, another dragoon, who died at the hands of the Emperor when the Emperor invaded. It sounds like he did what any man would do. He stood up against the Emperor, tried to protect his family, and ended up falling, which is very unfortunate. But Rickard and Kane's father were good buddies at one point. But Rickard is not Kane's father. Rickard, you're alive. Elena, where are Philip and the others? Have they all been killed? They have. After you left, we lost the wyverns. Then it was only a matter of time. Elena, I want you to be strong. I'm here, and when the fighting is over, I'll come back. You and Kane. Okay? His name is right there. His name is finally right there. You and Kane look after Deist for me until then. That's tragic. Everyone is gone except for them, you know what I mean? And then they just kind of have to sit here and cross their fingers. And poor Rickard got sent on this mission, right? To come back with Ultima, which I don't know who he was planning on giving that to. They're all dragoons, right? None of them can really possibly be that well versed in spellcraft. But he wanted to get that spell, Ultima. That's why he was heading on his way to the Ultima Tower. He had himself a crystal rod. He unfortunately got swallowed by Leviathan, and it wasn't until he ran into us that he actually had a way out. But during the time that he was gone, everyone, his entire race, his entire country, his kinsmen, everyone got wiped out. That is baloney. That is very unfortunate, honestly. I'm just gonna scoop up some items and we'll go to the castle now. I just wanted that to be known. I wanted that to be very importantly known, that that little boy's name is in fact Kane. That is not just for the Dawn of Souls version. That is for any and all versions. Not any and all versions. I don't think his name was Kane in the OG version. In like the Famicom version. But anyway, you guys don't need to see me sleep. Okay. Okay, fully stocked, and we are now ready to go. We're going to go land at the Emperor's front door and see what he has to say about me coming to his front door. Here I come. Here we are. Oh wait, did I save? I think I saved, right? Better make sure, better make sure. Okay, and here we are. This is Castle Palamecia, the 7th floor, right? Let's see if we have any big baddies in here. Nope, not particularly. Not particularly big, not particularly bad. This is actually not a bad enemy. As you can see, Furion couldn't one-shot him. Oh, he dropped another Ripper. That'd be really, really cool then if I was dual-wielding knives, right? So we're going to step on this trap door. It's going to fall down. And we're going to grab this treasure box. Okay, these are new enemies. I haven't seen these guys yet. Okay, there's still no match for me. There's still no challenge at all. Let's grab this treasure box. It's a diamond cuirass. So we had diamond armor. The diamond cuirass is almost the same thing. It just weighs a lot less. Here's another one of these guys. We don't need to show every battle. I'll probably just turn encounters off after this one. Okay, he's dead. Let's head into this door. There's going to be nothing in here, but you know me. I want to check and see what... Oh. Oh my. Alright, let's hope to not die right now. This would be a very good place to probably continue leveling up your spells. Oh, these flying rays, I thought they were new, but they're not very tough, are they? Let's see if the cockatrices can withstand a flare. No, not really. They can't really withstand those punches either. So that kind of sums that up. Flare's actually doing not too bad. It's about halfway to level 9. Ultima's getting there. It's got a little chunk towards level 9. Let's turn encounters off so we can just kind of walk through and I can show you guys where to go. It looks like coming down here will lead you to absolutely nothing, so there's that. Some giant axes on the wall. It'd be cool if we can grab one off, but we can't. That's fine too. And we have a staircase followed by a treasure chest and a staircase. So if we go into the first staircase, this is the one you want to get the treasure. There's going to be an hourglass, which those like cast slow on all enemies or something like that. Pretty sure. And we're going to come down here and around. Monsters? No, garlic. Garlic. The Emperor likes his garlic for his spaghetti. I don't know. Let's head down this way. Another treasure box here. Got an ether there. Coming up here, we got a buckler. A buckler? Really? Isn't that like a level 1 like baby shield? It is a small shield. It is, but that's the only one that I have. I wonder if I sold on my other ones? I could have done that. I'm just wondering, like, if that's the first and only one that I've ever encountered in the game, that would be unusual, right? Here we are on the 3rd floor. We're going to come to this room full of all these pillars. And if we go to the left, we're going to find the treasure box. That's where we want to go. It's going to be full of monsters this time. Ooh, look at this. An Imperial Shadow. How do we lore explain this? Because it's the same sprite as the Emperor, right? Is he going to be tough? Is he going to die? He's going to curse us, that's for sure. I don't like that. I don't want to be cursed. I don't remember what curse actually does in this game. Big flare to the face. He hits pretty hard if he just physically attacks and doesn't worry about cursing us. There we go, he's gone. That wasn't a bad, like, little mini boss or whatever. He's going to give me the Thunder Spear, which I'm going to give directly to Richard. Let's just want to call him Richard now. And then I brought plenty of crosses so we can remove our curse. After that, we're going to head up the opposite side of this room where we're going to find the staircase that leads down. Because we're not going up, we're going down, right? Oh no, that staircase actually did lead up. So we're back on the 4th floor now. Looks like we have a treasure chest right in front of our faces. That's going to be a Saint Spirit. Can't quite remember what that does, but sleep grass. Now I must have all these items already, right? One thing that you can do is sort your items as well, kind of like that. And then I keep forgetting about that wyvern. I want to see if we can use that in a battle. Let me turn encounters off. I want to see if we can use that wyvern in a battle because it does say that it does fire damage. And who best to use that other than Rickard himself? So you can't really use... Oh, there you can. Let's see what happens. I don't think I've ever summoned this thing before. Blaze. Okay, I was hoping that the wyvern would... I was hoping it wouldn't do only 25 damage either. And I was hoping to see like the wyvern itself kind of pop out. But you know what? That's okay. That's still pretty cool. I never knew that you can do that. And it is a baby wyvern too. Keep in mind, it is a baby. It's a fresh, brand new baby, hatched right out of its egg. Firion has such good strength. I wish I can give Firion's strength stat to Guy. Who knows what this game would be like then. Okay, let's go ahead and turn encounters back off. And down here, we're going to find a regular door. Just a door. Let's head inside. This one is full of treasure. We got a mage's staff. I think the wizard staff is better, right? Mage's staff, yeah, I have 2 of those. So kind of keeping in I can't think of a word right now. Keeping in pattern, keeping in consistency with the first Final Fantasy, wizards are above mages, right? We got a wizard staff and a healing staff. Oh, cute. I don't think I have a healing staff yet. So this is staff that restores anybody who would attack. So in Final Fantasy 1, you can use it like an item and it will cast heal on your party. And in Final Fantasy 2, you just swing that staff, like bonk somebody over the head with it. And it will just heal them instead of hurt them. Which is cool. I think that's how it functions in every other Final Fantasy that we play ever. So let's come into this staircase, and we got a treasure box and another staircase. What should we do? Let me try this other door on the opposite side. Okay, if you come up the other staircase on the west side of that room, you'll be led here. And we have another staircase, so it's kind of like I've been saying, one of these ways is a dead end. We just want to know which one it is so we can get the treasure, right? This seems to be leading me up further, so I'm gonna say that I don't think it's this way. Like checking for hidden walls and stuff like that anymore. Yeah, this seems like it led me right to the throne. And there's the Dark Knight sitting on the throne. So let me head back the other way so we can get the treasure. Okay, we're back at the first staircase that we encountered. The treasure box here has some monsters in it. Some corals, as a matter of fact. I don't think we've seen corals yet. And this is a Lamia queen. I don't want her to ruin my life by charming me, so I'm going to try to kill her with a flare and maybe a punch to the face from Guy. Okay, not bad, guys. Not bad damage. Damage, if you will. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay, hold on. Wait, whoa. I didn't know these things were just going to one-shot me. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. Now I'm scared. Oh, my golly. Oh, no. This is bad, guys. This is really horrible. This is not good. This is not good. This is not okay. What happened? Why did this happen to me? We're very fortunate that the game will autosave every time you zone, but oh my gosh, I was worried about the Lamia Queen when we needed to be worried about those things. Let's try that one more time. Let's see if I can show you guys how to properly take care of these things. Probably like that. No mercy against these guys, right? Oh, I was hoping Rickard would have killed one, but that's okay. Alright, okay. That's really, really bad. That's really, really bad. But we do have Phoenix Downs. They're right there. Let's try to have Rickard use one on Furion. Furion's back up. And we're all going night-night or just getting one-shotted. Man, it doesn't even miss. It's like every time they attack you, they just kill you. See if we can get these two back on their feet. That's pretty devastating. Nope, that's not good at all. This probably wasn't the right course of action, but it takes one of them off the table anyway. Oh, nope, I died. Nope, that's a game over as well. Let's see, what other tactic can we try here? I don't know if I have any kind of equipment to guard against instant death. Do I? Or do I? I don't think I do. I don't think I do, guys. Was I supposed to have like ribbons and stuff like that by now? Whoops, I did not. I accidentally hit optimal and it just did all this. Let me just kind of undo that. There we go. Yeah, you're not gonna wear this, Maria. You're so totally not gonna wear that either. I don't like our magic. Okay, let me just skip my my screw up here. Okay, there we go. 5 magic interference. That's all she gets. So my hope at this point is to just kind of enter this battle and hope that I get lucky, because I don't really have anything that guards against. Oh wow, that's wonderful. This is great. This is really good. Well, I was hoping that this video wouldn't be me getting stuck at a treasure box, but that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna do this so I can show you guys that it's possible. I'm not just gonna walk past this chest, but maybe my characters will actually pay attention as I open the box so we don't get ambushed. Okay, we did not get ambushed, not this time. I don't even think there's a spell that guards against instant death, you know that, guys? So it's almost like, yeah, you just kind of want to cross your fingers and hope to get lucky. I'll honestly tell you, I don't think I've made it this far in the original Famicom version. And yeah, you'd probably have to restart all the way from your save, which would be before you even landed here. It's not terribly far, but it's far enough for me to be like, wowzer. Wowzer, goodness, that's a lot of backtracking if you know, so good thing for, you know, nowadays where we can just reload right where we were at. Let's hope I don't die. No more deaths. Gosh, we just don't deal quite enough damage to get one. So it's not every single time they attack they kill you, but it's almost. I think I want to say I got really lucky just now. So Furion can one-shot one, or two-shot, I guess, if you want to call it that, since he's swinging one. He's swinging both swords, right? Okay, and that should do it. So maybe I got lucky this time, or maybe the other times I got really unlucky, because they didn't seem to be just one-shotting me that time. Furion's sword skill is going to go up to 11. That's going to be pretty handy. We're going to get a boatload of gil. And we're going to get something called the Sun Blade. And the Sun Blade is a sword touched by the sun's grace that is effective against the undead. So if we go to put that on, you'll see that it is better than everything else. We'll dual wield the Sun Blade and the Defender like that. Okay, no more dying, no more losing, no more being losers. Let's come up this way. And we have a door and like an empty hallway, I think. There's the door. I almost feel like this insignia should do something. It's like a phoenix or something. And yeah, just an empty hallway. Let's check the door, see what's inside. We're gonna get more treasure boxes. There's an elixir, an elixir, and an elixir. What's nice about those is they are really, really expensive. So to find 3 of them like that is crazy. I think I have like 8 elixirs now. That's 2 for each of my party members. So even in the middle of a dungeon, it's pretty much like using an inn and resting to full health. Very handy stuff, especially at the end of the game, right? Now this is not the final dungeon. There is going to be more dungeons further on. I think just one more dungeon actually. There's one more dungeon after this. So let me see if I can walk us back to where we once were. I should have just skipped that, but that's okay. Here we are at the 7th floor. Going one more up. Here we are at the 8th floor, and this is the floor that we will find the Diggity Dark Knight. Don't remember if I saw some chests over here. Yeah, so we'll find a Hellfire and another Wind Flute. Hellfire, it's the same effect as fire. I don't know what level of fire it is, but it's the same effect as fire. Okay, let's head up the yellow brick road here. The red carpet has been rolled out for us, and we are going to finally face the Dark Knight, slay him, and hopefully restore peace, right? But this is also Maria's brother, Leon. We know this to be true. We know this to be a fact, so let's talk to him once and for all. Let's come face to face with this guy and find out what exactly is going on. Why are you fighting us? We were all childhood friends, I thought, bro. I expected you'd come, Furion. Do you really think you can kill me? Stop! Both of you! Why do you insist on fighting, Leon? Weak words from the weak. Do you know what rules the world? Power. Sheer power. He's starting to sound a lot like Garland, huh? The Imperial throne is mine. The weak cannot survive without the strong to control them. How many lives did the rebels throw away when they chose to oppose the Empire? Probably a lot, honestly. Wait a minute, what's going on? Boom. The Emperor is back. It was all part of his plan. He actually wanted us to kill him. Delusions of grandeur do not become you, Leon, though I find the thought of you as Emperor quite deliciously absurd. What a funny word. What does he use the word delicious? It ends now. This world can have but one Emperor, and I am he. You're alive? What are you? Not that it matters. The Empire is mine now, and I have no intention of handing it over. Look at these power-hungry bad guys just getting ready to fight each other, pretty much. The Empire? Ha! I have no need for such trifles now. All the world shall fall by my hand and the powers I gained in hell. And your blood will be the first to spill. I'll try to offer some more context on this, like what the hell is actually going on. The Emperor died. We killed him. He faded away. He died. But apparently he went straight to hell, gained some power, and then came back? Call the Wyvern. You can use it to escape. Rickard, what are you doing? I can't remember everybody's voices all at once, guys. I'm sorry. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. You may have had little trouble spilling the blood of Rickard Highwind, last of the Dragoons. His last name is Highwind. His last name is Highwind. I'm not going to try to speculate or make any kind of connections with that right now, okay? Because I don't know how I would... I don't know what I would even say. Okay, the only thing that I would maybe possibly say is that Sid from Final Fantasy VII, his last name is also Highwind. Can I make a connection with that? No, there's not enough information. Sid's blonde. Kane's blonde. That's all I got. Maybe if I find anything as I go through the games, I'll let you guys know. Pathetic insect! I will enjoy making you rue those words. May the spirit of the dragoons lend me their strength. Rickard! Oh, he had to take us out, and he stayed behind. Holy cow. Holy crap, what is that? It's like the castle's reforming into just pure darkness. That actually seems kind of light right there, but... Unbelievable that he would make the choice to do that, right? Like, I guess maybe as like he kind of saw us getting blasted away or whatever, but with all of us together like that, that would have been our best shot, our best chance at taking down the Emperor once and for all, right? And he instead chose to sacrifice himself to get us out of there, knowing that he's the last dragoon, knowing that Cain has no one else to raise him. Cain is going to be fatherless growing up. And poor Elena is going to have nobody to be coming home to her because everyone's dead. I mean, that was the last shot for the dragoons. I guess, they're not necessarily, right? Because there is still Cain. There is still a wyvern. Furion, what's happened? You're the Dark Knight. You'd best start explaining. The Emperor has risen from hell. Ricard died so we could escape. Joseph, Minwu, Sid, Ricard, all dead. I don't know how much more I can take. As long as the Emperor lives, more will die. Leon, Princess, let Leon join us, please. The Dark Knight? A rebel? I leave the decision to you. Leon! I just reminded myself of Ashley from Resident Evil. Okay, whatever. Leon, let's fight the Emperor together, please. Maria, Furion. Screw you, Gus. Screw you, Guy. Guess he's not going to mention Guy at all. Alright. Leon joined the party. So, we have a lot to unpack. We have a lot to talk about here. Okay, we're just going to walk out. I kind of wanted to talk to Hilda and stuff really quick. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up the video really quick. Let me just kind of get some more dialogue here from everybody. The Emperor sold his soul to the devil. Arg! Yes, he sure did. I guess you know more about what I was going to talk about. Okay, so once the monsters of hell poured forth onto the world, they entered using a path known as the Jade Passage. Let's learn about that and ask. I've heard there's a place in Mysidia known by that name. So now we know where to go. We're going to go to Mysidia to find a way to get in. The castle that appeared at the time of the Emperor's resurrection. It can only be Pandemonium, the fortress of the Lord of Hell. The myths and fairy tales of Kashuan speak of a small lake in Mysidia. It's said that those who enter the lake are taken to hell. Well, that's cool. Well, Gordon would know, right? Like I said in a previous video of mine, a lore video, if you will, that Kashuan is the very first kingdom to ever be. So you'd think that their recorded history would be more accurate and more detailed than anybody else's, right? The Emperor's returned from hell, so the Dragoon has passed on as well. So many lives lost. Did they have to die? No, I don't think Ricard had to do that at all. I think we could have just taken the Emperor right then and there. Pandemonium is a castle of illusion. Its form appears in our world, but the true castle is rooted in hell. I've heard stories of a lake that leads to the underworld, but they're only stories. Yeah, say that one more time. It's a castle of illusion. Its form appears in our world, but the true castle is rooted in hell. Okay, so we do see it. So, I never thought I'd see the day that Pandemonium, the floating castle of hell, would appear in our world. Is it really floating, though? I thought we had to go under a lake to get to it. Castle Palamecia crumbled into ruin, and Pandemonium rose in its place. The Emperor must be there. Kind of wanted to talk to this guy over here. I wonder if he has anything useful to say. Bah, whatever. Bah, whatever. That's fine. Sorry if my voice is not like how it normally is. It's been... I'm in Oregon, and it's so freaking smoky where I live right now. It was so smoky this morning that I looked outside and I was like, oh, thank goodness, like it's cloudy, right? We're having a big storm, some rain's going to be coming in, but it wasn't clouds at all. That's just how much smoke was outside. So kind of late in the video, an hour into the video, kind of late to be apologizing for it, but not much I can really do about it. Normally my voice is better than this. Is this what we're looking for? Yeah, that would be, I think that lake right there is exactly what we're looking for. We can go to Mysidia, though, and probably talk to some of the mages, though, before we get going. One thing that I wanted to know, though, is, like, yeah, so you can land at the top of the Palamecian castle, but Pandemonium, no way. You cannot land here. I don't know if there's any reason to go back to the Colosseum either. Probably not. So let's head back towards Mysidia while we talk about what the heck even happened. So the Emperor is, you know, I want to make connections here to, like, way down the line, like Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that, where a lot more of this is kind of explained. Because I almost want to say that the Emperor of Palamecia is like an Ascian, right? When we get to Final Fantasy 14, I kind of am already there, but I can make a new character or whatever. We can maybe talk about that. So the Ascians are like these crazy, powerful, ancient beings who have just been around forever and ever, influencing kingdoms and the way things go and stuff like that. I believe they're the same race as what we see in Final Fantasy XI with the Emperor there. He's kind of the Archduke, really, but the Zillert, if I'm not mistaken, I could be dead wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure the Zillert and the Ascians are the same freaking thing. And they're talked about. Their presence is known throughout all kinds of different Final Fantasies. I think in Final Fantasy IV, I think we'll have some more to talk about with that as well. But no, not really, because they're more like dragon people, right? We've already kind of known. Anyway, we'll cover that a little bit more. So what the Emperor actually is maybe that. I had one of my viewers comment and say that the Emperor is actually into blood magic, which I think that's probably true as well. So that might be, you know, I think he definitely wanted to die because he knew that his soul would go to hell and he would end up getting a lot more power, which is exactly what happened. And he also wanted to raise Pandemonium up into this world and just wipe everything out. So at this point, we definitely have an imbalance of light and darkness. We definitely have an imbalance of that. There's way too much, way overflow of darkness in the world if this is happening. Which has kind of already been that way for a while. The Empire has been just trying to crush everything, and now he has more power than he's ever had before. Like, screw the Dreadnought, screw the Cyclone. He can now absolutely overrun the entire world with monsters, which he's already done, but I'd imagine they'd be a lot more stronger now since he's brought hell directly into this realm. My video's gone on for quite some time. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, but in the next video, we're going to go through the final dungeon, Pandemonium, and we're going to end this game and finish it off. I kind of wish that the Cyclone didn't just disappear, because we kind of have a lack of places to grind at this point, right? I think that if we were to cast spells like Flare and Ultima on ourselves, they still might eventually go up a little bit. But having some tougher enemies to face, I think, helps with that a lot. That's kind of been my experience with it anyway. It seems to go up a lot more when you cast it on just bigger enemies. Could you level it up inside the Mysidian Tower or some of the enemies that are maybe outside? Like, there are some tough water enemies that are outside the Mysidian Tower if you're riding around on the boat. So you might be able to level up your spells a little bit more that way. Otherwise, you know, they're not doing too bad. Yeah, I think that we're in pretty good shape, to be honest, to be going through here. So in the next video, we'll be going through the Palace of Hell. We'll be going straight to hell. And who and what the Emperor is, we'll hopefully get some more information and see if we can draw some more conclusions onto what's actually going on. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know that you enjoyed it by leaving me a like. If you don't want to miss any more of my content, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't bother you at all, right? Just hit that subscribe button for me, because I love it. I love seeing new subscribers pop up for my little tiny baby Final Fantasy channel. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining, and we'll see you all again in the next one. Bye bye.